guys. It is High Vibe Monday, July 8th, so you know what that means. Every Monday, I come on to channel a message from Spirit to you guys to help you get high vibing and living the life that you want. And then I carry it on with a customized intuitive tarot, maybe a little more channeling for each zodiac sign. So without further ado, let's get to the channeled message. So, High Vibe Monday, we're going to return back to that theme of being you. But instead of being you, be okay with wanting what you want. Be okay with wanting what you want. You want to know what's hot? The person who, I love art, I love this, I love that, whether it's even like exotic dancing. There's many types of exotic dancers, there's many levels of exotic dancing, but the one who mesmerizes and catches people, who even ones who wouldn't do that type of a thing, is the woman, is the male, is the person who fully, I love what it feels like when I'm moving on a pole. I love what it feels like when I have all those eyes of attention on me. I love what it feels like to move in my body. I love what it feels like when I wear these types of clothing or no clothing. I love the feeling of the wind hitting my full bare body. So we used an extreme example for you, because many of you are letting go of your dreams, are letting go of your passion, are letting your soul die because you're worried of, but what will mom think? But what will dad think? But what will my employer think? But what will my patients think? But what will, but what will, but what will? If you're not living at home under someone's roof, if you're not engaged in something that nourishes your soul, friendship, positive upliftment, if you're not sharing intimate time with them, whether that be sexual or not, if they're not financing you, their opinions don't matter. And do you want to be the person who can mesmerize people outside of your industry? Mesmerize people out of the sheer passion and enjoyment of what you do? Or do you want to be the person who hides and shrieks away from life out of fear of being judged, out of fear of being ostracized? Why not be willing to give it a go to, I love tarot cards, I love channeling, I love dancing, I love soccer, I love being a cop, I love being an athlete, I love being a model. Why not try giving it a go for 1 week, just this week? You know, I feel so shy, I've never said this before, but I like XYZ. Yeah, I don't know why I've never shared this with you before, but that's really my hobby. I love reading dystopian thrillers. I love reading sci-fi murders. I love reading coming to age stories. I love the typical hero's journey type of books. Because that's when you'll get people who've even known you for a long time. Oh, I didn't know that about you. Oh, that's really neat. You just became a new friend, a new human being with desires and wants. How much can you embrace being the you? Embrace what you like, even if you start out by just embracing it with yourself in the quiet moments. Everybody's gone. Maybe it's a thank goodness I'm single, or maybe it's a thank good the hubby's at work. I can now play with my crystals. I can now bring out that novel. I can now X, Y, Z. Give it a go and see if you could at least own it in your personal time. Maybe share it slightly with people. Because guys, it's not starting from here, nothing, to all in. When Kelly first started this, she was scared. She was afraid. She was, oh my God, my city's going to come with a pitchfork. They're going to come with a stake and they're going to burn me at the stake. She was genuinely terrified of that, to the point of trembling, to the point of she couldn't eat for 3 days. So we finally told her, why don't you start with a tarot card? Start with a tarot card on your Instagram. Start with a tarot card on your Instagram and just let us give a little bit of a message and see how it goes. Some people were, what the heck are those cards? I needed to hear that though. Some people were, what are you doing? Ha 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 ha. Other people were like, oh my God, I knew you were spiritual your whole life. I'm so glad you're coming out of like the spiritual closet. Girl, I needed this message. You're amazing. And they gave her validation. This is how you helped me today. Whatever reaction you're getting, Kelly just had that moment of her heart waking up. Oh my God, this is who I am. I now know I want to play with people who love this, people who love the way I channel, people who love the esoteric, people who love the, how did you know that? There's no way you could have known that. People who love the angels, crystals. She's like, I really love that. And I want those people towards me. Can you get that level of self? We're going to call it self-passion. There's all this talk of self-compassion, self-love, self-mastery, self-acceptance. But what about self-passion? This is who I am. This is what I love doing. And I want to sing it. I'm so passionate to get this out there. Now, for those of you who don't know what your world service is or your life service is, can you tap into something that brings you ultimate joy? That's the start of your life mission, whether it starts being something big with an audience like what Kelly's doing. When she first moved from California to Tennessee, she put all of her tarot cards, oracle cards, angel cards, crystals, she put them all in a box, and she circled duct tape around the box and went, this part of me has to stay hidden. And she put it away. 2 years later, when things weren't working out for her, because of course, whenever you're killing a part of yourself, hiding a part of yourself, that you even forget that side of you. She even stopped meditating. She really even kind of stopped conversing with us on her own. She used to just play with us. Go on a hike, she would just laugh with us with whatever we had to say. She would take our guidance for finding a job. She would take our guidance for getting a $20,000 pay raise. She would take our guidance for how to travel for 2 years in 37 states while only making $50,000, yet staying at homes that had backyards as 18-par golf courses. Sometimes it was just, hey, how can I make this more fun? Hey, how can I have a crazy, wicked, wild, luxury traveling experience while paying my debt off? So when she came back, and all we did when she's like, hey, what's going on? I went from that to now my life sucks. This sucks. This doesn't feel good. I forgot. Like, hello, help me. She'd been out of touch with us. We couldn't tell her this level of detail. And all we said was, go to that closet, go to that closet. She went to the closet. She opened the box and she just started crying, and she started feeling that enlivening coming back in her chest, her heart awakening. As she touched the cards and just looked at them and felt the energy, and then her energy shift went up, got high vibe, as you guys like to call it on Earth. And that's when she cried and went, I'm never going to hide who I am again. If a city, if a place doesn't like what I do, that's okay. I now know that I need to live somewhere where I can express this, though. So make the commitment with us now. I will never again hide off a part of myself so much that you could argue kill off a part of myself for the sake of approval from society. You may not be able to be open, public, loud, and proud about what you do, what you like with where you're at right now, but now that you've at least owned it in private, in secret, at least to yourself, now you're on the path of finding others who like that. Now you're on the path to... So with that, we invite Kelly to pull the cards for each sign. Taurus, let's get into Spirit's specific message for you this week. Let me check it with them, see if they want to channel and say something to you, or let me at least figure out the custom spread they want for you guys. Ooh, Taurus. Softening, softening, softening. Softening, softening, softening. Your expansion should feel like a flower. A flower, someone else comes in, plants the seed. Someone else clears the soil out. AKA, the universe helps you out. Someone else comes and waters you, makes sure there's sun, scares away animals. It's the natural next step for you to grow and sprout above ground, for you to grow strong, for you to start emerging leaves, sprouts, flowers. It's the normal next step. Sometimes does a flower begin to bloom by one of the little bits just kind of folding out, it doesn't bloom overnight. So even though you might know what your next step is, Taurus, or maybe you don't know what it is yet, you feel a little impulse to do this, to put a new offer out there, to look for a new job, to lose weight, whatever the impulse might be, it's still the part of the flower blossoming. When you peel back the flower and try to sprout it before it's ready, you kill it, you murder it. There's no need to force right now. You've already done so well. You're not acknowledging the growth you've been through. You're not acknowledging what you can now do that you couldn't do before. Instead, what you did, you want to be here, you're here. You took a step. You took a huge step, 30% of the way. Can you take a step back and go, in order for me to get this that I want, this huge step was part of it. Look at what I can now do. When a person trains for a marathon, when they get up to be able to running 8-10 miles, they celebrate that. You would celebrate that. You took this step and all you're doing is, it's not that. Why can't I get there? Why didn't I make a big quantum leap? What did I do wrong? Did I not do the energy work right? Do I need a coach? Do I need this book? Some of you might appreciate outside support right now. But just know that it's a flower blooming and opening up right now, blossoming. Don't force the blossoming, just as you wouldn't peel open a flower without the expectation that you're shortening its lifespan. 3 cards, 2 cards, 4 cards. Damn, Taurus. Comment below. If you're liking this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want more content. But comment below, let me know, like, what were you trying to force there, homies? Because Spirit sees all. What were you trying to force? Or what were you beating yourself up for not doing much? Like, comment below, let me celebrate with you. What can you now do that you couldn't do a year ago? Or that 30% jump? Something about you're ignoring it? Like, what is it? I'll celebrate with you. So I said 3 cards, 2 cards, and then 4 cards. Oh, wow. Ooh, yeah, guys, I hate to say this. It's not a time for action for you guys at all. It's not a time for action. Wow, guys, you got the Wheel of Fortune, Death, and the Princess of Pentacles. So this definitely has to do with your money, Taurus. This definitely has to do with having fun, feeling good with earning money. The Wheel of Fortune is about knowing that, like, this is change that's been coming no matter what. Just as, you know, a child has to go, our baby has to go from being carried everywhere to learning how to walk on its own. It's a natural growth. It's a natural evolution. Part of why this transition feels a little scary for you, though, is because you got the Death card clarifying, which kind of means, well, dark work, people who call themselves dark workers, they're really light workers who want to feel different and special. But anyway, you got to murder your old self. It's not that you have to murder it. It's that in order for you to become the new person, an old way of being is going to naturally disappear because it doesn't serve you anymore. And the best example I could give you is I used to be very caring and very sharing with my money. I used to be, oh, you don't have money this month? I'll pay going out. I'll pay going out. And, you know, a friend and I, we started at the same point of business at the same time. Well, she was actually 2 years longer than me. But when we started together, we were both here financially. And then I started to grow. And then the gap got really wide. Well, in the beginning, it was, you know, we were shopping together. We were splitting groceries together. We were buying the $10 4-pack pizzas from Costco and splitting them, high-fiving us for, like, eating large on a budget, you know. Oh, I'll pay for you. I had a good month. I'll pay for you. I had a good month. But then it started going like this. She started expecting me to pay for all the time. Well, you're the one making money. And that was my old belief system. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. If you need your back scratched 3 months in a row and I don't, well, hey, at least this came in. But then it hit a point where, like, I was still month to month. I was still this, I was still that, because I was paying for her all the time. That natural old way of believing that if you have anything above what you need for rent and base food, you should be willing to share with others. That belief system had to go, and you're going through a big belief system change right now. Whatever it is for you guys, comment below. I'm kind of curious. It probably has to do with like money. An old belief system just has to let go, because that's when I went, wait, I value a savings for myself. I value being able to go and travel. Guys, had I not been willing to say no to, hey, I really don't have the funds for this. You've got to be okay that your wants can come above someone else's needs. You got to be okay with that, Taurus. When I did the whole I value travel, I value like, 6 months emergency saving, I value this, I value that. Every time I was saying no to her, I was saying yes to me. And I felt sad. I was like, there's a rift growing in our friendship. She doesn't like me. There's what's wrong with me. I used to think that way. Did I become that evil conservative person? Did I become that evil 1%? No, hell, I'm not even close to being a 1%. I make good money now. I'm very happy. 4x to my income in under 2 years. So I'm very happy. But I had to let go of that old way of thinking in order for me to get that savings. For me to get that savings, it allowed me to, I literally just came back from traveling for 4 months. And all month of June, I still continued to take the month off. And I did me. I walked, I meditated. I want to make sure whatever I offer next, it's in full alignment. Do you guys have that kind of freedom in your life? Me saying no to paying for her lunches every day is what gave me that freedom to go travel for 4 months and come back and just tend to my emotions, my mental well-being, my spirituality. You guys, get that same level of freedom for yourselves. Okay, so then you got, Knight of Cups and Five of Pentacles. Okay, so this is going on a little bit of your love life here. It's like, if you're single, the energy is either perfectly aligned for a new hot, smoking hot honey bunny to come in, or if you're in a relationship, the solid, strong foundation for love is there. 100%, it's there. The Five of Pentacles indicates that there's a little bit of Debbie Downing, a little bit of kind of focusing on, I wish we would do this, or I can never find a guy who would like these kind of dates. There's just a little bit of your focus is starting to skew towards what's wrong, what's going wrong. But the solid foundational level is there. And so for now, though, that's all you really need to know and be aware of and do, because the four up top, you got the Seven of Cups, the Hermit, the Strength, the Queen of Cups. It's like that ultimate kind of journey of self-love, guys. Seven of Cups indicate you have choices. You have choices to make. And they're not big ones like, do I need to move countries? Some of you might be going that. It's more likely day-to-day choices. What do I want to offer? What needs in mind do I want met from my partner versus friends versus family versus, a book? So it's knowing that this change in your business and career is just kind of taking a little bit more time than you're used to growing, and it feels a little worse than it normally does, and it's because you're letting go of an old belief system. You're taking one lens of how you view the world. This is how the world works. You never sell anything over 200, and then all of a sudden you're taking off and going, I never want to sell below 10,000. Like, it's that kind of a huge shift in that. Your love life, the basis to the energy to call a partner in, or if you're with someone, the basis for a solid relationship with the person is there. You're not at a point of action yet. You're at a point of allowing the energy to settle, kind of like a flower. When you plant it, it needs to grow, it needs to sprout, it needs to get above the ground. Okay, so 99% of that flower's journey is like below ground. After that, it's just go straight up and bloom, So you're still in a place of deciding how you like working best, who you like serving, the type of people you like dating, the type of dates you like with your current person. You're still at a place of gaining that clarity of what you like best. And the advice is Hermit, Strength, Queen of Cups. So the Hermit is where you literally take that time to go within. And it's not go within, let me do deep meditation, let me do an hour of, 2 days of, 2 weeks of Vipassana, where you go and do silent meditation type of Hermit card. It's just more of a Hermit where you're, hey, I'm okay with going within to find my answer. I'm being okay if the answer doesn't come right away, but I like and appreciate and enjoy that I'm going within to find my answer, because that's what's going to have you emerging out after you go through that appreciation journey of I'm going within to find this answer. I'm discovering my answer. I'm gaining clarity on this topic. Speak of it that way, not I'm blocked, not when is this coming? What am I doing wrong? It's I'm discovering more about this. I am gaining my clarity. That's what's going to have you with the strength, with the internal strength. The internal lioness is coming out for you to also be the Queen of Cups, which is the queen who's like in love with life, in love with her lover, in love with life, in love with herself. So you guys are literally on the journey to becoming the Queen of Cups, which is in love with you, in love with yourself, in love with how you make money, friends, all of that good stuff. It looks like you just got a belief system to let go of in terms of work, and a little bit of a shift in how you view your love life, knowing that it's okay if you don't get your answer this week because it's gestating, it's kind of coming into form right now. At least be proud that you're going within or attempting to go within for your answer. All right, I love y'all. If you like this video, I'd appreciate a big thumbs up on this video. And certainly, if you want more content, you like to subscribe to stay updated on all of new content. And if you guys would like my help on any of this, I do have a membership club open. It's called the High Vibe Club. You can go to kellylunt.com/the High Vibe. I also link to it in the description down below. And it has hours and hours and hours of pre-recorded content. It has updated content weekly. It has an ability for you to submit questions for me for make exclusive content for the club. It's only $12.99 a month unless you join at the interactive level, which is $99 a month, and that comes with a live workshop every month where you get to interact with me on a live virtual video call. You get spirit's input on it. So if you want to join for that, it's month to month. Either one, so join and play as long as you want. Let's go to kellylunt.com/high vibe. I am in the middle of brewing up some awesome half-day and all-day intensives. So if you're looking for something where you really just want to come be pampered and lavish and spoiled, as well as get a complete vibrational, emotional, and mental reset in one weekend while getting a beautiful massage and channeling, complete clarity on your path ahead, complete feeling good and knowing what you need to know energetically, spiritually, emotionally to make it just rock out the next 6 months of your life, like just send me an email, kelly@kellylunt.com, and we'll get on a phone call, and once the energy aligns, bada bing, bada boom, it will happen. But I love you, Tauruses. Good luck going through all of this. Love you.